Now let's do this number. We want to determine the volume of revolution of a solid between y is equal to square root of x and y is equal to x squared out of 8. So having drawn our curves, we are able to determine the point of intersection. And the point of intersection is going to be at points where the y values are the same. So y is equal to square root of x is equal to x squared out of 8. So we can say square root of x is equal to squared x squared out of 8. So if I take a cross multiply, I'll have 8 times square root of x will equal to x squared. So I want to square both sides. So square both sides to get rid of the square, the root sign. So this is going to give us 8 square root of x squared is equal to x squared squared. So this becomes 64 times x, which is equal to x to the power 4. And this obviously becomes x to the power 4 minus 64, and this becomes 0. So I will have x into x cubed minus 64, and that is equal to 0. So you say either x is equal to 0 or x cubed is equal to 64. So x will be the cube root of 64 and x will equal to 4. That means we are going to be integrating from 0 to 4. So what is the area? Area A1 will be pi y1 squared, which is pi. If we take the first equation to be square root of x, then I'll have square root of x, everything squared. I'll have pi x. Then A2 will be pi y2 squared, which is equal to pi into, now the curve y, the second curve is x squared out of 8. So I square this, and this becomes pi x to the power 4 out of 64. So that means the volume V will be pi integrating from 0 to 4 of what we are seeing here. This is x minus x to the power 4 out of 64 with respect to x. So that volume will be pi. So if I integrate this, what is that going to be? If I integrate that, I have x squared out of 2 minus x to the power 5 out of 5 times 64. And that is from 0 to what? 0 to 4. What is that going to be? This is going to be 4 squared, that is 16, divided by 2, I'll have 8. So volume will be equal to 8 minus 4 to the power 5. I will have 4 to the power 5. 4 to the power 5 is 10 to 4 divided by 320. Remember, you have a pi there, so that value divided by 320. So 8 minus that. Finally, I'll have 4.8 pi cubic units. So that is how we can get the volume between the two curves. Of course, volume will be formed by a solid that has been rotated about the x-axis between the two curves. Y is equal to x squared out of 8 and square root of x.